Welcome back to Project Bedford. Just a bit of an update. I've been getting manuals from overseas, mainly for the ones that I need for the restoration. But with the truck manuals, they are for people that actually know how to service them, how everything works. There's a lot of information that they don't have, and that's the stuff that I'm going to be trying to update everybody with. I have little bits and pieces that I've been sent, which have been fantastic. Handbrakes, assemblies for TKs, and just lots of little bits and pieces of updates for the manuals, heavy duty vehicles, and just things in general that came with them that the people had that were kind enough to send along. I do have the electrical equipment, ignition and instruments, which is for basic wiring, and the switches, the headlights, regulator, generator, and battery setup. What they don't tell you, the little things that they don't tell you, one, primarily before 1963, they had positive earth. Now that affects the truck in some ways. You can reverse the polarity, but it's better to do a few things. I'm going to be doing a complete polarity reversion on this truck. I'm setting up the cables at the moment for putting new cables, new battery, and setting up. I've got a download that I'm going to be printing off to do the whole thing with. So that will be something that I'll be posting as well. The chassis, suspension, wheels, tyres and cab. Another thing they don't tell you in these, it's primary thing, it's probably something that they all know purely because they work with them all the time. When you're removing the wheels, they are left-hand thread on the passenger side. That is a rotation thing. Nowadays they have the nuts turn all the same way, or the studs are the same way, but back then they actually had them for the rotation. It was reverse, like a water thread. It was left hand, so you turn them completely the opposite way. And that was something I only found out. As well as I don't have a brakes manual, but I do have the transmission, the propellers and shafts, and the rear axles. The rear axles don't include all the brakes, especially being a hypoid diff. They have an entirely different braking mechanisms. The handbrake actuates a different slave cylinder than all the other diffs, and also the vacuum unit. I do have some of that on this, but I will be also getting or trying to obtain a proper rear braking system, which I'll be able to update everything else as well. So that's it for the moment. I'll be getting back to you. I'm going to be finishing off the electrical cables, hooking up a negative earth system on it, and I'll be posting that bit by bit because it's going to be a bit of an ongoing thing, being so cold, and I sure as heck do not want to be out there as long as I have to just to finish it. It'll be parts. So like, subscribe, and notifications, and yeah, that's Project Bedford this week. Thanks a lot.